so I got two wild Achatinas that I'm trying to tame, but to do that I'm going to need vegetable cakes, and to get vegetable cakes I'm going to need to build a tree platform. So I went ahead and I actually learned the wood and metal one. I'm just going to build the wood one for now because it's cheap. 600 cementing paste, 600 fiber, 200 metal, and then 1600 wood. So really not too bad, just need a shit ton of wood and you need quite a bit of cementing paste. And then I want to go to miscellaneous. Just go ahead and craft as many as I can of these. That's 40 cementing paste, 100 metals. That's not too bad, but the more taps you have, the more sap obviously you can harvest at once. I think you gotta wait like at least a half hour for the taps to fill up before you can actually harvest the sap out of them. So I'm actually going to try, because I'm so far away from redwoods, actually it might be a waste, but I want to see if I can't put taps on this kind of weird looking tree, because I do believe they said there's trees other than the redwoods that you can build a platform on, and I think I have one close to my base. It's one of the only ones I've seen, so I'm going to try that, see how that works. I'll have to get a cooker all set up and everything, and then we'll get our Achatinas going. So I'll find that tree. Alright, so I found the tree I was talking about. It's in this big pond over by the blue OB. So I'm about 25. You'll recognize that there's the arch in this pond. There's usually a spino here, but this was the tree I was talking about. Now I just wasn't sure if I was going to be able to build a platform on it. I assumed when I first saw this and I was doing spectator mode that you could. Bam. Looks like I am able to build a platform and even able to harvest sap from it. Oh, my computer keeps getting fucked up here. Really? Looks like I might only be able to do 2 slots. Well, let me tap it twice. Giggity. But, you know, that should work. I just need to give it time. I was hoping I could get this a little bit higher off the ground. It doesn't seem too high off the ground. I'm just worried about... I might have to build kind of a wall down here. I just don't want, like, some Rex or Carno or something to just fuck up that platform. But yeah, there's phase 1 of books and Taming Achatina. Just get your platform. I'm probably gonna go set some up, probably another 2 setups like this in the redwoods. It's just right now I'm only operating kind of by the blue OB, so I don't really have any like forward operating bases or anything. When I'm playing single player, I like to just have bases everywhere with heads and birds at all. In case I die, I can spawn at the closest location to my body, but I've yet to get some of those set up, so I'll cut back hopefully when those are full of sap, and then we'll get the vegetable cakes going, and I'll also just show everyone how to set up a industrial cooker. Most of this is going to be common knowledge to everyone, but I figured it'd just be a good video to do. Alright, well, I kept saying, I was thinking I needed the industrial grill, but what I really need is the industrial cooker to make the cakes quickly. So I'm just finishing up building some polymer. This is somewhat expensive. 450 cementing paste, 1800 ingots, 300 oil, 300 polymer. It's basically just clearing me out of most of my cementing paste and polymer that I own. I'm just going to need to go get more obsidian and cementing paste to build the industrial grill next. So burns gasoline to cook large. I know with the grill you need water hooked up to it. I don't know if I've even built this before in all my... Oh, yep, I'm going to need water for this one as well. Shit. I don't know, I may end up just building a little cooking station down here in this pond. So I'll get that whipped up and get it set up, and I'll return to the video here. Okay, just got my industrial cooker set up. So basically just lay your straight pipes on the ground first. I had to use one incline and then an intake pipe. You can use stone, I'm pretty sure. I just use metal just in case. I don't know, I just figured they'd be a little bit stronger. Now I've got water, 1,000 irrigated. Just got to use gasoline, but this is where I'll be able to cook up the sweet cakes. But I just found out some bad news. Well, not bad news, but basically kind of put a wrench in plans. Is I need to get frickin' I need to get honey too. So it used to be where you just needed the sap and all the vegetables. I guess I need honey too, so kind of a shitty deal, but it's just going to be a longer video on how to get these vegetable cakes and these snails going. Alright, flying back to my tree stand here where I had two little sap collectors. It's probably only been 25 minutes of gameplay since I've planted this, but we'll just see if we can get anything now. Sap used to not have a... Oh, perfect. So, 25 minutes, got 14 there. Sure. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's right. I think, so I didn't get any from the second one. I think there's a thing with the sap collectors that you have to check its inventory once you build them and set them. So make sure when you guys are setting up your tree stands and sap collectors that you actually open the inventory, and I believe then it'll start collecting. So unfortunately I forgot to open up that second one and check its inventory, so it had nothing for me. But now that I've checked them both, next time I come back they should both be producing sap. I believe that was a issue that my buddies ran into on the Xbox. They set up two tree stands and waited an hour and went back and checked, and they had nothing, and they were all pissed off. But then they looked into it, and you actually have to like open up the inventory at least once. So this is going to be a much longer video than anticipated, because now I'm going to have to either go find wild honey, which I know of a bunch of bees nests, or try to create my own bees nest. So just to get these two Achatinas, but we'll get that done. I'm basically, this is my headquarters building right here. I'm going to convert the whole roof into a greenhouse slash, so these will all be replaced with glass, slash it's going to hold my two, there's my two wild snails I got to tame. So I got to get a bunch of crystal cementing paste, go get honey. Got the industrial cooker set up, so need to get crops going. So pretty far out from getting these snails going, but it's going to be my main mission in Ark right now. So here's my little cooking station. I want to do a quick little tutorial on building a greenhouse, or at least a good thing my brother showed me when we were playing on an Xbox. So sometimes getting pipes into an area that's far away from water can be kind of a difficult process, so I'm going to be piping water all the way up on top of this hill, and try to get down to that pond for my irrigation so I don't even have to build reservoirs. So a good way to do that, so you know, rather than starting from the intake in the water, just go ahead and build yourself a couple ceilings. I'm just gonna go ahead and build them right here. And then equip your stray pipes. Oh, they used to have a snap point on them. Well, regardless, right now I don't have a snap point necessarily, but I can just line it up straight with that. Let's see here. So, not the straightest thing, but it makes it a little bit easier planning your... Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. So, this will be all these ends will be taps. So that way I can just so I used to always start from the intake side. And you can demolish, once you get the kind of angle going, you can demolish your so in ceilings now you just build out pipes always kind of look a little shitty in the air, but what can you do? Same thing with the electrical wires. Gotta get these Achatinas tamed, but so many things. We need to get a queen bee yet. Might be a bit of a pain in the ass now that I'm flying. I'll definitely need more pipes. So, and then, you know, I'll just get over this rock and then build straight down intake here. But that's just an easier way to get, rather than starting from the water and trying to aim at a distant structure. That's a good way to get it going. So I'll probably do a little clip once I get my whole greenhouse rocking and show you guys. I usually just convert the whole roof, but you don't really need that many crop plots. I mean, I just need pretty much 1 or 2 for each vegetable. Sometimes I'll do narco berries, but usually I just do the vegetables. Alright, well, for the most part, well, I might convert the whole roof into a greenhouse, but for the most part I got my pumps working. I went ahead and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 large crop plots going. Trying to get a couple of each vegetable. Right now I think I'm only growing 1 rock carrot, unfortunately. But went and snagged a 135 dung beetle from the ash biome, or the volcanic biome, and I'll probably go grab 1 more just because it's convenient. But he's already churning out fertilizer pretty well. Just been pumping the weight, so he's already up to about 14 pounds in weight. And those guys will create oil and fertilizer for you, of course. Nice thing about, you always want to go with fertilizer. I mean, if you have to use the compost bin, you have to use the compost bin, but getting dung beetles will make your life so much easier. Sometimes I'll just start the crops with just straight up poop, but you just want to switch it over. So I got that going, got the water all piped up here. Now, pretty much the last thing I need to do is go find a beehive and tame a queen bee, which I've never done before, so it should be interesting. And then go ahead and cook up those cakes, and I'll get these 2 snails tamed, and then I'll have kind of my whole farming thing done as far as cementing paste and crops. Alright, well, found a beehive, got all the necessary shit together, got some grappling hooks, got some bug repellent, some rare flowers, rocking the ghillie suit right now. I've never done this before, but apparently you just get this low health, stay out of range, and it's barely hurt. Try to just kill everything on the perimeter so it doesn't give me any issues. I don't know if I got closer, if the bees would spawn out and start killing me, or... Alright, so that's not bad. Hopefully this goes smoothly. I think they changed the recipe for bug repellent too. So it called for carrots and lemons, and I don't remember that, but I usually never really make the stuff. Been flying around, just trying to get this whole snail project going, but I end up finding an Ascendant blueprint for mantis saddle, also Ascendant blueprint for terrorbird. I think like Mastercraft Basilosaurus, which I think is the whale. So I've been getting some decent blueprints. Not to mention I found the ramshackle rifle. Okay, 914. $914 down to 788, so it's I think like 140 a shot, about. pretty dark now. So there we go, that's down to... I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. Well, what the fuck? God damn it. I might have to watch a video on this again and see what you're supposed to be doing. Oh nice, you can just get... Fuck. Maybe I don't need to do that. Maybe I just grab some honey and I'll be good. Oh, here's another one though. Well, that was a waste of bug repellent. I just like saw one through this rock. Let's just see what happens. I'm not sure what the fuck you're supposed to do. Well, at least I got a shit ton of honey now. Or enough to make some cakes. So I'll get these snails tamed up and get my cementing paste going. I'll have to figure out how I get my own giant beehive. Alright, got all my ingredients. I'm at my little cooker station next to the water. Go ahead and throw in. Just need all four. You need carrots, corn, potatoes, lemons, honey, sap, stimulant, and fiber. That's quick. Boom. I shouldn't, since my taming's like, I think at like 12 times speed, or maybe 25 times speed. No, 12 or 15 or something like that. I shouldn't need too many sweet cakes. But I still gotta figure out how to properly get my own beehive. Hatched with two 202 parents for train-it-ons. I hatched two twins, 224s. I'm getting my train-it-on program going. Go ahead and put whatever I have left over back in there. Just put those flowers in there. So you notice, I don't think they used to have that hand animation climbing though. Oh yeah, shit, I gotta knock these out. I forgot you still knock them out and then give them the cakes. Damn it, get out of here. Make sure you hit these things in the face, not the shell, when you're taming the snails. Shot the one I already had downed. 2 on them just in case. It definitely made the vegetable cakes a lot harder than they used to be. I guess they only added honey, but why isn't it taming these guys? Don't tell me they changed how to tame Achatina. Fuck, I better look this up quick. Not sure what's going on, why they aren't eating the cakes right away. Maybe grab some narcotics. It is just KO and sweet veggie cakes. They didn't change how you tame them. Just get a double narcotic. So it did only take one. Remove that one just so. Fuck out of here, guys. Might make a little pen up here so they're not always in my way. Just make sure you have wandering on your beetles and your snails. And then with these guys, you're just gonna want to upgrade food on them so they have tons of food and you aren't having to feed them all the time. Just feed them at once and they'll be good for days. I'm wondering, and bam, I got 2 snails. Probably go pick up another beetle and keep my eye out and see if I ever see any more snails. Heck yeah, on my way to being self-sufficient here. Well, pretty long, arduous process. Had to finish my greenhouse. Had to get all my crops going. Had to go find bee honey. Had to set up a tree sap stand. But it's definitely worth it. I mean, any advanced tribe or any advanced Ark player, if they don't have dung beetles and Achatinas, then they're just not. Dung beetles and snails, they're just not playing it right. There's a few dinosaurs on this, or creatures that are just a must to have. Leave any comments, leave a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more and more Ark videos. I'm not sure what my plan is next, probably try to tackle one of the ice caves. But appreciate it.